Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
We are at the stage where I am begging my child to put some pants on. She's got these tiny little shorts on and it's freezing out. And I'm like, please, just put them on. Please, it is so cold. She's like, no, I'm going to be fine. And I'm like, fine. But I also realized that I can't really talk, can I? I can't tell other people to put pants on because where am I?
Yeah, and that's the sad part. Another strong and independent, not considering anything else except her chase for some easy money. Quite successful so far. She already has 94 fans. Or maybe not as successful since she's not charging anything yet, but still. Okay, I'm gonna read the comment she's about to respond to first. Wow, someday you are going to make some unlucky bastard absolutely miserable.
Not you, though. And that just ruffles your tiny little feather, doesn't it?
Yeah, and not me either. And that ruffles nothing. And yeah, I know it's shocking to hear, but no, not everyone wants you. In fact, I will know why any unlucky bastard would want you, but I guess some guys maybe cherish punishments.
Quick day in the life as a woman update. Was just at the gas station getting gas. And I also picked up some window washer fluid because I'm running low and it's springtime in Calgary and you need it all the time. So I start pumping the gas and then I pop my hood. Walk to the front of my car, find the valve where the washer fluid needs to go into. And you know when you can just feel eyes on you? I look around and there are 3 dudes also pumping gas. And all of them are giving me the same look. Ladies, you know what look I'm talking about. So then I'm thinking to myself, yes, they've spotted a woman with her hood up at the gas station. Could be a prime opportunity to come ask if I need help. It took all of me not to just make a public announcement. Don't worry, I'm a mechanic. Obviously, you don't need to be a mechanic to fill up your washer fluid. But come on.
Come on where or come on what? Nah, doesn't matter. But you will all be happy to know that she is in fact not a mechanic. She only addresses herself on the third person, but she is still not a mechanic. She is Stella's mom though, but why is that important? Well, it isn't. It was an interesting story though, even though it wasn't. I guess the point she was trying to make was men and their audacity. Once again, even though none of those 3 men went to her and asked her if she needed help, but still, men are looking around to be aware of their surrounding. I mean, if that's not audacity, I don't know what is. Now, my audacity usually makes me read the comments, and I found a few. Thank God there are men where you live. I would love some to move here. I know how, but would rather a man offer to help. I had a flat yesterday in a busy parking lot, changed the tire, not one man person asked if I needed help. Yeah, who knew bashing men would lead to this result? I have a mechanic and it's always a good laugh for me. I have gone to the gas station 1 million times and I have never seen anyone ever talk to anyone. Not once in a million times. Well, in her defense, no one talked to her either.
This is why I don't mind sitting in my car in an empty parking lot, whatsoever. Nobody's walking up to this truck with that dog intensely staring at anything that moves. So, yeah.
Yeah, funny enough, my chihuahua does the same thing. No, I don't have a chihuahua, but if I did, it would probably bark too. On the other hand, even that Malinois can't get through the car's window, but whatever makes you feel safe. My problem is, even with a chihuahua or not, why would I sit in my car in an empty parking lot when I can not?
What is it about men that they always have to come in and humble us?
Men are jealous of women. It is the root of all of our issues as genders in our society. Men are jealous of women.
No, we are absolutely not. In fact, the majority of us could not care less about anything that you do. I only care about the women in my life and I am not jealous of them. In fact, I want them to succeed. I want them to thrive in anything that they do. But then again, none of them are mentally ill and none of them think men are there to humble them.
Classic example of men trying to humble us due to their jealousy. And it's become my personal favorite. Okay, so women have an expiration date, but men don't for some reason. And that's because of XYZ, blah, blah, blah. I can make a totally different video about why none of those make any sense and apply to men too.
And I'm pretty sure you're gonna make that video and I'm also sure I'm not gonna watch it. Or who knows, I've done worse with my time. No one said anything about an expiration date, but after a certain age, you do have a biological clock and I don't. And no matter how many times you're gonna blame that on society, it's just biology. And no, we don't age the same because we don't spend our 20s in the same way. We don't even spend our 30s in the same way. For you, 20s is for fun and 30s is when you're exiting your partying age, which in return that only starts for us when we are in our 30s. That part I can blame on society. I need to spend my 20s making it for myself because none of you queens and goddesses will ever consider dating me if I'm gonna say I will meet you at the bus station. And even worse, if after the date I'm gonna take you back to my parents' house, also using the bus. See, it is that easy and I'm not the one complaining. But when it comes to men in their 30s, you're gonna get overlooked. They are now in their fun age, in their partying age, and they're looking for the fun girls. And those will be the girls in their 20s. And even if they are looking to settle down, you will still get overlooked. When you reach 30s, your fertility drops by 80%. And if that man wants a family of his own, you again will get overlooked.
I don't really believe in body counts because if I was to consider only the partners that have actually allowed me to, it would not be very many.
Yeah, I would imagine it wouldn't. But then again, you're providing services that I can rent by the hour. The last thing on my mind would be you. And yeah, maybe I should. And maybe I'll consider it if you consider cleaning your hotel room after you stayed in it.
My best friend is getting married in Mexico in a few months, and I did something I usually wouldn't do. I asked a man to be my date to that wedding, and he said no. Well, he said, "I'm sorry, I'm not sure what our schedule will be like at that time, so I can't commit." Excuse me, you're telling me that your team and your career are more important than spending time with me at an all-inclusive resort in Mexico? I mean, you're not wrong, but yeah, my DMs are open if anyone wants to come.
Yeah, I also check my schedule, and unfortunately, that day is when I bang my head against the wall. And I know it doesn't sound like much fun, but it is more fun for me.
This is my desperate attempt to find a wedding date for September. I hate that I'm doing this, but I put myself in this position because I hate meeting new people out. So this is all I could think of. Long story long, I'm a bridesmaid in a wedding in September, and I don't have a date. And I found myself with way too much time on my hands this weekend, so I made a PowerPoint explaining. If you are slightly interested, stick around. If you are not interested at all, also stick around because maybe I'll convince you.
Not gonna happen, not in this lifetime. She actually posted a link, and if you click on that link, it will take you to a complete test, or I should say a form that you need to complete in order for her to value your application. Maybe there are some men that will go through the 20 questions just so they can be her date at the wedding, but I don't like weddings all that much. From what I've got so far, you're a bartender. You're telling me that there is not one man that go to your bar that you could ask to be your date for the wedding?
Hi ladies, so the most common question that I got was how do I ask men for things? And I want to be transparent with you. I don't ever ask for things. I'm way too independent to do that.
Yeah, of course you are.
Part 2 for ways that I ask for things from men. To summarize part 1, I told the story of how this guy that I was seeing told me verbatim, closed mouths don't get fed. So if you want something, you have to ask for it so that I can provide it for you. Otherwise, I won't know that you want it. And honestly, that saying sticks with me to this day because it makes me feel so much more comfortable with making my needs clear. Because realistically, I'm going to want that day 1 or day 100.
Oh, but how can that be? You're way too independent to do that. Yeah, no, I know. I've heard myself saying it and yeah, that was stupid.
This is not fun. I am not having fun. I'd rather be at home with my wife and I'm having fun. This is great. I'm having a wonderful time.
And that's gonna be the end of the video. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.